So it's Rob having a chat about the Emonda from Trek. Fantastic looking bike. I'd like a little bit of colour, but you got that option with Project One. But apart from just a quick glance and saying how I think it looks, which is spectacular, a couple of different things to cover. First of all, the feel, the feedback from it. I got it off the Merida and said it rode like a plastic cup. Hopefully have a listen to that little voice file or read what I had to say on the Merida and you'll understand my concept. But this one, the Trek is like porcelain, and that's definitely not in the fragile sense, not that, but rather in the feedback it gets. It's very crisp, it's very sharp. You feel like you're riding something that's not necessarily brittle like a porcelain would be, but it's got that real... yeah, that's just the sensation that I get when I'm riding it. A couple of standout things that need mentioning, and that is the stem is far too short. I don't know why they put a 10 centimetre stem on a bike like this. It sort of seems to be a race thoroughbred in everything else that they've done, and then they go and put a little stubby stem on it, and it compromises my position. It felt awkward to ride, and I'd love it for a little bit longer so that I could put a 12 or a 13 centimetre stem on it, and I think it'd look more elegant and it'd ride nicer, and it would set off exactly what it's designed to be, and that's to be nice and low and an agile machine. It handles like it's meant to be like that, so that's how it should be ridden. Other things that I noticed, the rims are wide, so wide in fact that you can see the rim when you're steering straight flaring out beyond the tyre. These are 23s, so with a bigger bag tyre you're not going to get that effect, but it is an interesting thing to see, and I think it helps it. I don't know how that goes in the wind tunnel, but it feels like a pretty positive effect. I like these wheels, they sound magnificent under brake, a real... I don't know how you describe it. I don't know how you're going to spell that, but it's definitely a very positive sensation. The brakes are fabulous. They look great because they're the direct mount ones, both front and rear, so it's not like a long single centered frame bolt. They just lock straight into the frame, and it looks excellent, and the power is formidable. And another reminder in my appraisal that there's no need for disc brakes. These are light, they look great, they're very efficient. On carbon rims they work brilliantly, and they look really cool. All in all, I've been a big fan of Trek for many years. I think they're doing great things. I think they've got a great selection across the range, and if you can't find a bike from the Emonda or the Domain or the Madone that suits you, then you're being very, very finicky. This is one that I'd very much like to own.